So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to end up incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line.
As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford. Mills now looks to throw on first down. He'll get this one out to Rex Burkhead. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Opening carry of the game here for Rex Burkhead. And very little there. He might have got a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Throwing is Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A first down throw for Mills.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
No score after one on EA Sports. A give to Burkhead on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mills to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mills. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Milton Williams able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mills now. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Again, it's Mills.
They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And now we've got a third and goal situation. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now, because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders get to add to the lead directly.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
On first and 10, Mills.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
To throw, Mills.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Looking to throw is Mills.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
That pattern Madden scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They start on the ground here at Sanders.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, this could start getting a little more interesting.
The second down run for Burkhead. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Mills on first down. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. To throw again on second down.
Mills.
That's caught by Howard.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Mills to the air again. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Mills.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Sanders.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. He's going to let it go again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
He got 29 yards that time.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here's Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Mills back to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
bummer. They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Mills. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mills looking to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. He's gonna go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Another run here with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on